king, I am not a god, I am Humpty!
Hey Tano, are you ready for my top 5 Incarnon weapons that you never want to miss, including builds and a level cap showcase? Let's get started. Don't forget to like and subscribe. First thing first, as always, before I build my weapons and my warframes, I rely on a method called DVS. D how I deal damage, V how I proc 10 stacks of viral, and S how I strip enemies armor. And if you don't like the methods, you can always go with different ones, just like the sheet right here. It can help you maneuver around the methods to find your own style. Let's go with the first weapon. For the first weapon, remember I build my weapons mostly with corrosive, so I'm running 2 emerald archon shards to armor strip enemies armor. Don't worry about the other archon shards, they don't matter at all. Now, because this is about the weapons, not about the warframes. Starting with the first weapon, and it's not in order, it's just like my top 5 Incarnon weapons. Now, Pilarx. Unique trait, activate the Incarnon form, it become a semi-automatic. I don't like it, I stick to the main Pilarx form. Primate Point Blank, Toxic Barrage, Galvanized Savvy, Vigilante Armaments, Galvanized Hell, Primate Cleanse Orichin, multiplicative damage against the faction you're fighting. You want to replace this every single time you fight a different faction, otherwise change it with whatever mod you want, or especially a very powerful, for example, let's say negative critical chance, Riven, you'll be good to go. Primate Charge Chair for electricity, Primate Shielding Grasp for cold, Soft Hands, and Primary Deadhead for damage, Headshot multiplier, and minus weapon recoil. For the trait, for the evolutions, we're going with Evolution 2, the projectile speed, Evolution 3, dual mode chamber, Evolution 4, racking wrath, and Evolution 5, the devastating attrition. Let me show you the performance of this weapon at level cap. Remember, we take things to level cap because enemies at their prime EHP. Let's go. Weapon number 2, the Incarnon Burston. Very solid, powerful weapon, can take you everywhere. Remember and keep in mind that maybe in the future I will update this build with equity and we see how this weapon performs. Now, for the build, Galvanized Chamber, Serration, Point Strike, Malignant Force, Galvanized Aptitude, Vital Sense, High Voltage, Vigilante Armaments, Vigilante Supplies, and Primary Deadhead. Now, of course, you can remove the Point Strike and you replace it with the famous Critical Delay. And of course, you can remove Serration and you replace it with a multiplicative damage to faction. I just think this way it's easier and any Tano can access this build. Doesn't matter what level you are. Now, when it comes to the evolutions, Evolution 1, gain an auto fire mode and deal radial hit damage. Evolution 2, we're going for Forceful Finality. Evolution 3, we're going for Weapon Recoil. Evolution 4, we're going for increased base critical chance by 22%. Now let me show you the performance of the weapon. And now moving on secondaries, starting with the famous dual Toxicist. And who doesn't know the dual Toxicist, the meta secondary. Now, unique trait, Frenzy, headshot gain 150% fire rate, plus 100% ammo efficiency and 100% toxin damage for 3 seconds. Toxin will combine with mods, Galvanized Diffusion, Galvanized Shot, Primate Expel Grenier, multiplicative damage against the faction you're fighting. You are replaced every time you're fighting a different faction. If you don't like to use these mods, Hornet Strike is your best replacement. Primate targets Curaker for critical damage, Magnetic Might against the overguarded enemies, especially at level cap because they scale with EHP as well. Jolt, Lethal Turret, and Pistol Pestilence, Reflex Draw, and Secondary Innervate for the absolute critical chance increase by 10% forever until you start hitting orange or red crits, 6 hits, and you reset. Now, of course, you can build this guy with the Galvanized Crosshair for more powerful stuff, but the way it is, it's really solid, powerful, can take you anywhere, and you're good to go. Don't even think about it. Now, Evolution 1, gain an auto fire mode and ricochet, very important to cleanse the room. Evolution 2, the fevered frenzy. Evolution 3 for marksman hand. Evolution 4 for punch throw for 7 seconds. Very powerful stuff. Again, as you can see, corrosive going on, and the 2 immortal shards following. And then you can think about viral, for example, from Nourish, Tempest Barrage. You can think about whatever you want. Let me show you the performance of the build.
I don't know why. I know you've been fooling around. You better watch out. You better watch out. Why you gotta do me like that? 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 Why you gotta do me like that?
And now for weapon number 4, and we steal with secondary weapon, the Latium, the famous secondary weapon as well. Now, of course, you can build them for non-crits, you can build them for crits, you can build them with a lot of ways. So I created a hybrid build where we balance between non-crits and crits, thanks to the secondary innervate can push to that. So, the unique trait, headshot charge the Incarnon form, alternate fire transforms the weapon into Incarnon form of automatic rifle that shoots explosives, galvanized diffusion, primed expel hurricane again if you don't like multiplicative damage to faction, Hornet strike is your replacement. Pistol pestilence for toxin, primed convulsion for electricity, lethal turret, primed target cracker will go for critical damage and even with 12%. And you already know why, because secondary innervate absolute critical chance, magnetic might against overguarded enemies, and primed heated charge, steady hands, and secondary innervate as we said earlier. Corrosive as always, heat and magnetic. And as you can see, we have even for the radial, we have the radiation in there, and we good to go. When it comes to the evolutions, we're running evolution 1, 2 for the rapid wrath, the 3 for the lethal rearment, and evolution 4 for elemental excess, and evolution 4 for devouring attrition. 50% to deal 2000% damage for non-critical hits. Since we have 12% critical chance while the innervate is building, we're already going to get here and there some of that plus 2000% damage, which makes this weapon really powerful and solid and can take you anywhere. Let me show you. Now for the 5th one, there are actually 2 weapons. I couldn't just put one of them, the Okina Prime and the Dual Icor back to back. They are very powerful Incarnon weapons that can take you anywhere you can imagine. Starting with the Okina Prime build. Now, Spinning Needles, Dreamer's Wrath, Condition Overload, Blood Rush, Galvanized Steel, Smite Hurricane again, multiplicative damage against the faction that you're fighting. Of course, you can replace with Fury, with whatever you want if you don't like it. Shock and Touch, an Elementalist for multiplicative statue damage, Amalgam Organ Shatter, Weeping Wounds, and Melee Influence. Now, we build it for electricity, and we're proccing viral and corrosive or stripping enemies' armor from another sources. For the evolution 1, Kill Generating Spectral Dagger that target enemies applying max cold statue stacks and 100% melee damage, 20% sprint speed, and 20% parkour velocity. We got the evolution 2 for the synergist 30, and evolution 3 for the Orcan Reach, and evolution 4 for the Alchemy of War. Now, this is the Okina. Now, if we go to the Dual Icor, and I will show you both performance at level cap. We're just gonna put influence in here, and we're good to go. Swirling Tiger, Dreamer's Wrath, Condition Overload, Weeping Wounds, Amalgam Organ, Blood Rush, Fever Strike, Vicious Frost, Sacrificial Steel, Voltaic Strike, and Melee Influence. We're running Electricity and Viral because this weapon offers the possibility to do so. For the evolution, we're going for evolution 1. Kills create a toxin damage field, 100% melee damage, 20% sprint speed, 20% to parkour velocity. Even the E nerfed the toxin field with how to synergize with the melee influence, still so powerful. Evolution 2 Ronin's Rush, evolution 4 Orcan Reach, evolution 5 Absolute Valor. Now let me show you the performance of those two weapons in one go. Let's go.
Are you prepared to die for your cause?
You know how much I sacrificed?
Let's go.
Let's give the people what they came for.
Damn.
Do it! Just do it!
You know how much I sacrificed?
Step back and watch me rise and soar with dual echo power. I'm ready to roar. And by this we reach the end of our video. Remember to know that this list made based on my opinion and what I think. So you may have a different ideas or a different list, and I would really love to see that in the comments below. Everyone telling me what's their top 5 Incarnon weapons in the game. I would really appreciate that, and we can have a nice conversation in the comments below, as long as you respect the rules. The rules is very simple. See the community guideline, what to do, not to do, to keep it a constructive feedback so everyone learn something. And please, if you have a different build, different style, just share it in the comment section below. We learn from each other, as no one is perfect. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your support. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hype, baby, hype, because hyping increase the reach of the video based on YouTube algorithm. And join our Discord link in the description. Follow me on Twitch and TikTok. Special thanks to Hall of members, special VIPs, and disputed donators and Hall of donations, everyone in my community. And see you guys on the next video.